Hey, good morning, my friends. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here with the MLive Morning Weather Update. A little bit quieter weather. We have I would call it a gradual warming trend. We're very cold this morning. Most of us have temperatures in the teens, wind chills down in the single digits. It is March 18th, so if we can get some sunshine at any point, any day, the temperature pops up. But we'll head toward the freezing mark today, then tack on another 10 tomorrow, tack on another 10 in the south on Friday, maybe tack on another 5 by Saturday, and gets us to what's looking like a mighty fine Saturday with sunshine. And in the southern half of the state, at least, temperatures could be into the 60s. Let's get on into it. Good morning. Yes, early bird this morning. I have to go to the eye doctor at 10, so trying to get some things out there on MLive first. All right, so you see snow on the radar. Don't despair. Most of the observations I've seen are reporting these as flurries, but be careful. It might be a little bit more than flurries in the north, say Houghton Lake northward. It looks a little bit more robust, although it didn't see an observation out of there that indicated heavier snow. But in the south, this is a couple of hours of snow showers, it looks like. So here's the radar forecast, and you'll see that you should not really encounter any road problems today. You have to wait until the afternoon till the temperature really pops up above the freezing mark, and we're getting there. Time is now on our side, my friends, as far as the waning days or a couple of weeks of winter. And I'm going to show you what appears to be coming out as we start April. So here's your radar forecast today. And again, it's pretty quiet except for maybe along the Lake Michigan shoreline up in the northwest part of lower Michigan. Tonight we have to watch for just a light freezing rain, a freezing drizzle. This is 5 tomorrow morning, 6, 7, 8. And it looks like it could get cold enough that Lisa Collins is in Florida and a cold front went through there, yes. So it looks like it could be cold enough tonight for any rain to freeze on the surface. So Grand Rapids, Lansing, Jackson, light amounts, couple of hundredths. Give yourself an extra 15 minutes tomorrow morning. Check the sidewalk, when you first wake up, and look outside the window at your car. Then it'll be done. This is noon tomorrow, and the rest of tomorrow is a dry day. We still are in a storm track, so you're going to see how many of these little batches of precipitation are coming our way. Well, a lot, because we're in a fast flow, and the Pacific is riddled with these now smaller storm systems coming at us every couple of days. So what I wanted to show you here is that the normal, what is the normal, if there is such a thing in March, normal high temperature? Ann Arbor, 46, and Detroit, and Kalamazoo, Jackson, 45. Let's see, 44 Grand Rapids, 44 Saginaw and Flint is the normal. Traverse City at 40. Now what I found is that in the next 2 weeks, we have typically over long time period gained quite a bit of heat, 6 degrees. So you go to the end of March and it's a normal high of 52 in Ann Arbor and Detroit. That sounds better than 46, doesn't it? 50 in Grand Rapids, 50 in Flint and Saginaw and Bay City, and Traverse City will have on average warmed to 46. So we are gaining power from the sun quite a bit. All right, now let's start off with the upper airflow and the big kink in the jet stream to just give you an idea of why we are cold. That's the storm system pulling off, and then give you an idea of how the upper air is realigning. This is by Saturday. Now remember, there is a record-breaking heat wave going on in the southwest part of the U.S. We're not going to get into that, but when you've got temperatures at 100 degrees plus in a large area, the heat comes off of that and gets stuck in the flow, and that could be why the European model wants to take us to 70 degrees on Saturday in southern Michigan, and I would not discount it, but certainly in the 60s. Now here's Sunday and here's Monday, and you don't see any real big storm system. Now we go to March 26th, still a flat west-east flow. There's embedded disturbances, but let's run it out to April 2nd is where it ends. And this is indicating that a trough may replace the heat in the west, and it may kick the ridge to the east. And my friends, if that were to happen, then we'd be off and running on spring come the first week of April. We'd be, settling into highs in the 50s and 60s with a sunny day being 70. All right, now the day-to-day surface weather. And again, no storm system really to speak of in the next 5 days or so, I would say. So we had that little freezing rain, freezing drizzle possibility tomorrow morning in the south. Here's Thursday night, Friday morning, another little rain coming through very quickly. The rest of Friday, very decent. Look at Saturday. Saturday is looking very good with some sunshine, melting going on, warmer temperatures. And then everything's showing a backdoor cold front comes down on Sunday. Maybe a period of some snow, not heavy, but a northeast wind. And that's important because when a northeast wind kicks in, the wind just continually funnels over cold Lake Huron and keeps all of lower Michigan cold. And then we go into next week. And I've been targeting about the 26th, 27th for the next meaningful storm system. At the moment, everything wants to take that storm center well to our north and get us in the warm sector for a while. So, here are the high temperature forecasts. I'm not using the European, I'm using the human-made National Weather Service high temperatures because they look better in some places. I will jump back to the European just to show you something that has the chance of being a bonus for us. Now this is this afternoon, and remember the March sunshine will help once we get a little bit. 39 it looks like for Grand Rapids, 35 for Oakland County, 39 for Ann Arbor, 37 Traverse City. 37 Saginaw, 35 Traverse City. So the melting will start, and it will continue tomorrow. High temperatures in the 40s, near 50 in the south. And then on Friday, around 60, I-94 southward, in the 50s, northern or southern half, let's say, and in the 40s in the northern half. Now here is the human-made forecast for Saturday, boosting Lansing to 62, and Ann Arbor to 61, Kalamazoo 63, Grand Rapids in the Flint-Saginaw Bay City area near 60, Traverse City into the upper 40s. And then remember I told you there's a backdoor cold front coming in, so Sunday's a little cooler in the north, and then eventually by Monday and Tuesday of next week, we may have somewhat of a cool down. We can certainly have that when we have a northeast wind. I just want to grab the European for you and show you that it's been, a lot warmer on Saturday. This is what it says for Saturday. It says upper 60s to maybe near 70 degrees in the far southern parts of the state. And by the way, let's one last thing here for you. The Climate Prediction Center, they issue the 6 to 10 day and the 8 to 14 day forecasts. And so here's your 6 to 10 day. Still keeping us moist, keeping the northern parts of the state colder than normal and near normal in the southern 2/3. 8 to 14 day, though, starts to reflect that somewhat warmer atmosphere, at least in the southern half, still continuing the above normal precip because we are in an active storm track, I would call it. But right now at the moment, it's taking a break. After you get one of these big storms, it takes a break and it doesn't make a lot of bends real quickly. So looks like we're kind of in the resting mode, so to speak, for a week or two. And it looks like as we get into the first week of April, if that trough moves out west and the ridge blows up over us, we will be off and running into spring. One thing I can guarantee, it will happen at some point. I don't know if it lasts only a day and we jump into summer, but spring will come definitely for sure. And snow, if you're still digging out in the north and northwest and the UP, snow does always melt. So take care. Be careful tomorrow morning in the south, the southwest. Take a glance out the window when you wake up. Make sure there isn't a glaze on the windshield of your car or on the sidewalk or whatnot. Might need some extra time. But in general, we have a warming trend that's about to start. Take care.